State assistance resources at Careeronestop for help or job leads. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-state-resources.aspx. Chapter 1. Assistance Resources by State 1. Alabama State Help Websites. alabamaworks.alabama.gov/vosnet/default.aspx, Alabama Job Link. Alabama Career Centers. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-centers.aspx ? Location Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/alabama.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Criminal record. Copy of your rap sheet, Alabama Department of Public Safety, Bureau of Investigations, 301 South Ripley Street, Pog 1511, Montgomery, Alabama 36104334, 353-1100. dps.alabama.gov/home/wf-content.aspx?ID=30%PLH1 /PLH home-driver license, driver's license. dhr.alabama.gov/child-support-enforcement-division, Department of Human Resources, Child Support Enforcement Division. alabamalegalhelp.org, Legal Services Corporation of Alabama, Inc. hud.gov/program_offices/public_Indian_housing/PHA/contacts, public housing agencies. 211CONNECTSALABAMA.org, 211.org. Call 2-1-1 or visit 211.org for local information on food, housing, employment, healthcare, counseling, and more. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/142, benefits.gov. dhr.alabama.gov/food-assistance, Alabama Department of Human Resources. Alaska State Help Websites. alaskajobs.alaska.gov/vosnet/default.aspx, Alaska Job Center Network. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx ? Location =AK, Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/alaska.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dps.alaska.gov/home, criminal record. doa.alaska.gov/dmv, driver's license. alsc-law.org, Alaska Legal Services Corporation. childsupport.alaska.gov, Child Support Services Division, Department of Revenue. alaska211.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/143, benefits.gov. dhss.alaska.gov, Alaska Department of Health and Social Services. The Alaska Food Stamp Program. American Samoa websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx ? Location =as, Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/american_samoa.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. hud.gov/program_offices/comm_planning/affordable housing/programs/home/contacts/as, public housing agencies. 211.org. dhss.as/coming.html, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Arizona State Help Websites. azjobconnection.gov/ada/r, Arizona Job Connection. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx ? Location =AZ, Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/arizona.hdm, marriage and divorce records. azdps.gov/about/reports, criminal record. az.gov/motor-vehicles/driver-services, driver's license. Community Justice Assistance Services, epub 56518, Phoenix, Arizona 85079623, 878-4100. des.gov/services/child-and-family/child-support, Division of Child Support Services, Arizona Department of Economic Security. 211arizona.org, 211.org. des.gov/basic-needs/food-assistance/disaster-nutrition-assistance-program, Arizona Department of Employment Security. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/144, benefits.gov. Arkansas State Help Websites. arjoblink.arkansas.gov/ada/r, Arkansas Job Link. Careeronestop.org/x-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx ?AR, Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/arkansas.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Copy of your rap sheet, Arkansas State Police, 1 State Police Plaza Drive, Little Rock, Arkansas 72209501618, 8500. dfa.arkansas.gov/pages/default.aspx, driver's license. Center for Arkansas Legal Services, 303 West Capitol, Suite 200, Little Rock, Arkansas 72201501376, 3423. dfa.arkansas.gov/offices/child support/pages/default.aspx, Office of Child Support Enforcement, Department of Finance and Administration. hud.gov/program_offices/public_Indian_housing, public housing agencies. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/145, benefits.gov. arkansas211.org, arkansas211.org. humanservices.arkansas.gov/offices/dhs-county-office-map, Arkansas Department of Human Services. California State Help Websites. caljobs.ca.gov/vosnet/default.aspx, caljobs. Careeronestop.org/x-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $ca, Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/california.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dmv.ca.gov/portal/home/dmv.hdm, driver's license. oag.ca.gov/fingerprints/record-review, criminal record. Copy of your rap sheet, California Department of Justice Record Review Unit, epub 903417, Sacramento, California 94203, 4170916, 227-3835. childsupport.ca.gov, Department of Child Support Services. onejustice.org, Public Interest Clearinghouse. 211ca.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/146, benefits.gov. cdss.ca.gov/inforesources/calfresh, calfresh. Colorado State Help Websites. connectingcolorado.com, Connecting Colorado. Careeronestop.org/x-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, ? Location =, Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/colorado.htm, marriage and divorce records. colorado.gov/cbi, criminal record. dojmt.gov/driving/driver-licensing, driver's license. childsupport.state.co.us/sit-user/do/vfs/frag?mark file=cm:\home.jsp, Division of Child Support Services, Department of Human Services. denbar.org, Colorado Legal Services. 211colorado.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/147, benefits.gov. colorado.gov/pacific/cdhs/food-assistance-0, Colorado Department of Human Services. Connecticut State Help websites. cthires.com/vosnet/default.aspx, cthires. Connecticut. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-center.aspx?location=ct, find your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/connecticut.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. portal.ct.gov/dpp, criminal record. portal.ct.gov/dmv, driver's license. ctlegal.org, Connecticut Legal Services Network. portal.ct.gov/dss/child-support/child-support, Department of Social Services, Bureau of Child Support Enforcement. 211ct.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/148, benefits.gov. endhungerct.org/snap, endhunger, Connecticut. Delaware State Help websites. joblink.delaware.gov/ada/r, Delaware Job Link. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=to, find your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/delaware.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. To obtain your state rap sheet, State Bureau of Identification, Delaware State Police, POB 430, Dover, Delaware 19903302739 5872. dmv.de.gov, driver's license. dhss.delaware.gov/dhss/dcss/index.html, Division of Child Support Enforcement, Delaware Health and Social Services. lscd.com, Legal Services of Delaware. delaware211.org, 211.org. dhss.delaware.gov/dss/ofclocations.html, Delaware Food Bank. District of Columbia State Help websites. dcnetworks.org/vosnet/default.aspx, dcnetworks. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=DC, find your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/dc.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dccourts.gov/services/criminal-matters, criminal record. dmv.dc.gov/service/driver-licenses, driver's license. cssd.dc.gov, Child Support Services Division, Office of the Attorney General. legalaid.dc.org, Legal Aid Society of the District of Columbia. dhs.dc.gov/page/211-answers-please, 211, answers, please. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/189, benefits.gov. dhs.dc.gov/service/find-service-center-near-Ucoma Department of Human Resources. Florida State Help Websites. employflorida.com/vosnet/default.aspx, employ-florida. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-center.aspx find your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/florida.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. fdle.state.fl.us/criminal-history-records/obtaining-criminal-history-information.aspx, criminal record. flhsmv.gov/driver-licenses-id-cards/general-information, driver's license. floridarevenue.com/child-support/pages/default.aspx, child support enforcement, Department of Revenue. floridalegal.org, Florida Legal Services. 211.org, 211.org. myfl-families.com/service-programs/access/ebt, Florida Department of Children and Families. Georgia State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, location=GA, find your American Job Center. employgeorgia.com, Georgia Department of Labor. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/georgia.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. For a copy of your state rap sheet, Georgia Bureau of Investigation Crime Information Center, 3121 Pantherfield Road, POB 370748, Decatur, Georgia 300374042442601. dds.georgia.gov, driver's license. childsupport.georgia.gov, Child Support Services, Department of Human Resources. GeorgiaLegalaid.org, Legal Aid of Georgia. Its mission is to provide the public with easy internet access to basic legal information and legal resources within Georgia. acfb.org, Atlanta Community Food Bank. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/151, benefits.gov. Hawaii State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, location=high, find your American Job Center. hirenethawaii.com/vosnet/default.aspx, HireNet Hawaii. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/hawaii.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. honolulu.gov/csd/vehicle/mvehicle.hdm, driver's license. ag.hawaii.gov/hcjdc/criminal-history-records-check, criminal record. ag.hawaii.gov/csea, Child Support Enforcement Agency, Department of the Attorney General. legalaidhawaii.org, Legal Aid Hawaii. humanservices.hawaii.gov/bestie/snap, Hawaii Department of Human Resources. Idaho State Help Websites. careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, location=ID, find your American Job Center. labor.idaho.gov/dnn/default.aspx, Idaho Department of Labor. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/idaho.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. isp.idaho.gov/bci/criminal-history, criminal record. itd.idaho.gov/itddmv, driver's license. healthandwelfare.idaho.gov/children/child support services/tabid/2975/default.aspx, Bureau of Child Support Services, Department of Health and Welfare. idaholegalaid.org, Idaho Legal Aid. 211.idaho.gov/default.aspx, 211.idaho.gov/default.aspx for local referrals and information on food, housing, employment, healthcare, counseling, and more. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/153, benefits.gov. healthandwelfare.idaho.gov/contact us/tabid/127/default.aspx, Idaho Department of Health and Human Welfare. Illinois State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=IL, find your American Job Center. Illinois.gov/ides/pages/re-employment-service-program.aspx, Illinois Department of Employment Security. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/illinois.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. isp.illinois.gov/Bureau of Identification/criminal history, criminal record. cyberdrive-illinois.com/departments/drivers/license/drlecid.html, driver's license. childsupportillinois.com, Division of Child Support Services, Illinois Department of Healthcare and Family Services. illinoislegalaid.org, Illinois Legal Aid. in211.communityos.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/154, benefits.gov. dhs.state.il.us/page.aspx?item $29721, Illinois Department of Human Services. Indiana State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=in, find your American Job Center. indianacareerconnect.com/vosnet/default.aspx, Indiana Career Connect. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/indiana.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. in.gov/ai/ap files/isp-lch, criminal record. in.gov/bmv, driver's license. in.gov/dcs/support.htm, Child Support Bureau, Department of Child Services. indianalegalservices.org, Indiana Justice. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/155, benefits.gov. in.gov/fsss/dfr/3099.htm, Indiana Family and Social Services Administration. Iowa State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=IA, find your American Job Center. iowaworks.gov/vosnet, Iowa Jobs. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/iowa.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dps.state.ia.us/dci/index.shtml, criminal record. iowa.gov/mvd/driver's license/renew, driver's license. secureapp.dhs.state.ia.us/customer web/?aspx auto detect cookie so pport=1, Iowa Child Support Recovery Unit. iowalegalAid.org, Iowa Legal Aid. 211iowa.org, 211.org. idph.iowa.gov/inn/snap, Iowa Department of Human Services. Chapter 2. Assistance Resources by State 2. Kansas State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=KS, find your American Job Center. kansasworks.com/ada/r, Kansas Works. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/kansas.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. doc.ks.gov/contacts, criminal record. ksrevenue.org/duvindex.html, driver's license. dcf.ks.gov/pages/default.aspx, child support services, Department for Children and Families. kansaslegalservices.org, Kansas Legal Services. unitedwayplains.org/?item ID =1193,211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/157, benefits.gov. dcf.ks.gov/services/ees/pages/food/foodassistance.aspx, Kansas Food Assistance. Kentucky State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $KY, find your American Job Center. focuscareer.ky.gov/career-explorer/home, Kentucky Career Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/kentucky.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. To obtain your state rap sheet, Kentucky State Police Records Branch 1250, Louisville Road, Frankfort, Kentucky 40601502-227-8700. drive.ky.gov/pages/default.aspx, driver's license. chfs.ky.gov/dis/cse.hdm, child support enforcement program. kalaid.org, Kentucky Legal Aid. chfs.ky.gov/dcbs/dfs/foodstampcbt.hdm, Kentucky Health and Family Services. Louisiana State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $LA, find your American Job Center. louisianaworks.net/hire/vosnet/default.aspx, Louisiana Workforce Commission. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/louisiana.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. lsp.org, criminal record. dps.expresslane.org/driver's license, driver's license. dss.louisiana.gov/page/137, Department of Children and Family Services, Child Support Enforcement. louisianalawhelp.org, Louisiana Law Help. louisiana211.org, 211.org. dss.louisiana.gov/page/93, Louisiana Children and Family Services. Main State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $location=me, find your American Job Center. joblinkay.maine.gov, Maine's Job Bank. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/maine.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Copy of your state rap sheet. Identification Division, State Bureau of Identification, Maine State Police 36, Hospital St. Augusta, Maine 04330207-624-7009. maine.gov/sos/bmv/licenses/index.html, driver's license. maine.gov/dhhs/ofi/tser, child support, Division of Support Enforcement and Recovery. ptla.org, Pine Tree Legal Assistance. 211maine.org, 211.org. maine.gov/dhhs/ofi/services/snap/index.html, Maine Department of Health and Human Services. Maryland State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $location=MD, find your American Job Center. mwejobs.maryland.gov/vosnet/default.aspx, Maryland Workforce Exchange. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/maryland.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dpscs.state.md.us/about dpscs/ataglance.shtml, criminal record. mva.maryland.gov, driver's license. dhs.maryland.gov/child-support-services, Child Support Enforcement Administration, Department of Human Resources. mdlub.org, Legal Aid Bureau, Inc. 211md.org, 211.org. dhs.maryland.gov, Maryland Department of Human Resources. Massachusetts State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-centers.aspx ? Location =find your American Job Center. jobquest.dcs.eol.mass.gov/jobquest, Massachusetts JobQuest. JobQuest can help you find the job that's right for you. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/massachusetts.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Copy of your state rap sheet, Criminal History Systems Board. Attention, Corey Unit 200, Arlington St. Suite 2200, Chelsea, Massachusetts 021506176604600. mass.gov/org/massachusetts-registry-of-motor-vehicles, driver's license. mass.gov/org/child-support-enforcement-division, Child Support Enforcement Division, Department of Revenue. publiccounsel.net, Committee for Public Counsel Services. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/162, benefits.gov. mass211.org, Mass 211. mass.gov/snap-benefits-formerly-food-stamps, Massachusetts Health and Human Services. Michigan State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx ? Location =mi, find your American Job Center. metalent.org, Michigan Talent Connect. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/michigan.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Copy of your state rap sheet, Criminal Justice Information Center, Michigan State Police 7150, Harris Drive. Lansing, Michigan 48913517322-1959. michigan.gov/sos/0,1607, 7-127-1627-00.html, driver's license. smasg.org/lada/legal-services, Legal Aid and Defender Association. michigan.gov/mdhs/0,5885, 7-339-73971_5528-00.html, Office of Child Support, Department of Human Services. mi211.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/163, benefits.gov. michigan.gov/mdhs/0,5885, 7-339-71547_5527-00.html, Michigan Department of Human Services. Minnesota State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, find your American Job Center. MinnesotaWorks.net, Minnesota Works. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/minnesota.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dps.mn.gov/pages/default.aspx, criminal record. dps.mn.gov/divisions/dvs/pages/default.aspx, driver's license. mnlegalservices.org, Minnesota Legal Services Coalition. childsupport.dhs.state.mn.us/action/welcome, Office of Child Support Enforcement, Department of Human Services. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/164, benefits.gov. mn.gov/DHS/partners-and-overviews/economic-supports-cash-food, Minnesota Department of Human Services. Mississippi State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=ms, find your American Job Center. mdes.ms.gov/i-need-a-job, Mississippi Department of Employment Security. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/mississippi.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dps.ms.gov/investigation/criminal-information-center, criminal record. Drivers or Vice Bureau.dps.ms.gov, driver's license. mdhs.ms.gov/child-support, Division of Child Support Enforcement, Department of Human Services. mslegalservices.org, Mississippi Legal Services. hud.gov/program_offices/public_Indian_housing/pha/contacts/ms, public housing agencies. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/165, benefits.gov. mdhs.ms.gov/economic-assistance/SNAP, Mississippi Department of Human Services. Missouri State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-location=mo, find your American Job Center. jobs.mo.gov/jobseeker/find-a-career-center, Missouri Jobs. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/missouri.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. mshop.dps.missouri.gov/mshopweb/root/index.html, criminal record. dor.mo.gov/motor v, driver's license. dss.mo.gov/child-support, Missouri Department of Social Services. lawmo.org, Missouri Legal Aid. 211helps.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/166, benefits.gov. mydss.mo.gov/food-assistance/food-stamp-program, Missouri Department of Social Services. Montana State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx?location=mt, find your American Job Center. montanaworks.gov/job-search, Montana Jobs. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/montana.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. For your state rap sheet, write or call Criminal Justice Information Services Bureau, Information Technology Services Division, Montana Department of Justice, 303 North Roberts, RM. 374 POG 201,406 Helena, Montana 59620406444 3625. dphhs.mt.gov/cssd, Child Support, Department of Public Health and Human Services. montanabar.org, State Bar of Montana. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/167, benefits.gov. dphhs.mt.gov/hcsd/snap, Montana Public Health and Human Services. Nebraska State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-jobs-centers.asp=location $ne, find your American Job Center. dol.nebraska.gov, Nebraska Department of Labor. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/nebraska.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. nebraskacss.nebraska.gov/crime.asp, criminal record. dmv.nebraska.gov, driver's license. dhhs.ne.gov/pages/child-support.aspx, child support enforcement, Department of Health and Human Services. legalaidofnebraska.org, Nebraska Legal Services. unitedwaymidlands.org/2-1-1-211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/168, benefits.gov. dhhs.ne.gov/pages/snap.aspx, Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Nevada State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.asp=location $NV, find your American Job Center. nvos.state.nv.us, Nevada Department of Employment. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/nevada.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. rccd.nv.gov/fees-forms/criminal/history, criminal record. dmvnv.com, driver's license. nlslaw.net, Nevada Legal Services. dwss.nv.gov, State of Nevada Division of Welfare and Supportive Services. nevada211.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/169, benefits.gov. dwss.nv.gov, Nevada Division of Welfare and Supporting Services. New Hampshire State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.asp=location $NH, find your American Job Center. nhworksjobmatch.nhes.nh.gov/vosnet/default.aspx, New Hampshire Works. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/new_hampshire.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. nh.gov, criminal record. nh.gov/safety/division/dmv/index.hdm, driver's license. dhhs.nh.gov/dcss/index.hdm, Division of Child Support Services, Department of Health and Human Services. nhela.org, New Hampshire Legal Assistance. 211nh.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/170, benefits.gov. dhhs.nh.gov/dfa/foodstamps, New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services. New Jersey State Help websites. careerconnections.nj.gov, Career Connections. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-centers.aspx?location New Jersey, find your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/new_jersey.hdm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. NewJersey.staterecords.org, criminal record. state.nj.us/mvc, driver's license. NewJerseyChildSupport.org, Department of Human Services, Office of Child Support Services. lsnj.org, Legal Services of New Jersey. nj211.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/171, benefits.gov. nj.gov/human-services/dfd/program/New Jersey SNAP, New Jersey Department of Human Services. New Mexico State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx $nm, find your American Job Center. jobs.state.nm.us/vosnet/default.aspx, New Mexico Workforce Connection. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/new_mexico.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Copy of your rap sheet, write or call, Department of Safety Attention Records Section 4491, Sarah Lowe's St. Pog 1628, Santa Fe, New Mexico 87450505827 827-9181. mvd.newmexico.gov/nm-drivers-licenses-ids, driver-s license. hsd.state.nm.us/about_the_department/child_support_enforcement_division, Child Support Enforcement Division, Department of Human Services. New Mexico legalaid.org, New Mexico Legal Aid. sjunitedway.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/172, benefits.gov. hsd.state.nm.us/looking for assistance/supplemental_nutrition_assistance_program_SNAP, New Mexico Human Services Department. New York State Help websites. newyork.usnlx.com, New York State Job Bank. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, American Job Centers. defiventures.org, Defy Ventures, Inc. Defy Ventures is an entrepreneurship, employment, and character training program. People with criminal histories. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. newyork.staterecords.org/criminal.php, criminal record. Copy of your rap sheet, Record Review Unit, New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services 4, Tower Place, Albany, New York, 12203518457-6051. dmv.ny.gov/more-info/all-online-transactions number sign license, driver-s license. citybarjusticecenter.org, New York City Bar Fund. childsupport.ny.gov/dcsc/home.html, New York State, Division of Child Support Enforcement. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/173, benefits.gov. otida.ny.gov/programs/snap, New York Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance. North Carolina State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, location=NC, find your American Job Center. ncworks.gov/vosnet/default.aspx, North Carolina Division of Employment Security. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/north_carolina.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. nccourts.org/citizens/go-to-court/obtaining-le.asp, criminal record. ncdot.gov/dmv/pages/default.aspx, driver-s license. legalaidnc.org, Legal Aid of North Carolina. ncchildsupport.com, Office of Child Support Enforcement, Department of Health and Human Services. unitedwaync.org/nc211, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/174, benefits.gov. ncdhs.gov/assistance/low-income-services/food-services-food-services, North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. Chapter 3. Assistance Resources by State. 3. North Dakota State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-location=ND, find your American Job Center. JobsND.com, Job Service North Dakota. Job Service North Dakota can help you find the job that's right for you. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/north_dakota.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. attorney-general.nd.gov/public-safety/criminal-history-records/requesting-criminal-history-record-check, criminal record. dot.nd.gov/divisions/driver's license/DL renewal.htm, driver's license. childsupport.dhs.nd.gov, Child Support Enforcement Program, Department of Human Services. legalassist.org, Legal Services of North Dakota. myfirstlink.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/175, benefits.gov. nd.gov/dhs/services/financial-help/foodstamps.html, North Dakota Department of Human Services. Ohio State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-location=O, find your American Job Center. jobseeker.ohiomeansjobs.monster.com, Ohio means jobs. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/ohio.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Ohio attorney-general.gov/bci.aspx, criminal record. bmv.ohio.gov/driver_license.stm, driver's license. jfs.ohio.gov/ocs, Office of Child Support Enforcement, Department of Human Services and Job and Family Services. ohiolegalhelp.org, Ohio Legal Services. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/176, benefits.gov. jfs.ohio.gov/ofam/foodstamps.stm, Ohio Jobs and Family Services. Oklahoma State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-location=OK, find your American Job Center. okjobmatch.com/ada/r, Oklahoma Job Match. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/oklahoma.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. osbi.ok.gov/services/criminal-history, criminal record. oklahoma.gov/dps.html, driver's license. okdhs.org/services/ocss/pages/default.aspx, child support services, Oklahoma Department of Human Services. legalaid.org, Legal Aid Services of Oklahoma. 211ok.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/177, benefits.gov. okdhs.org/services/ocss/pages/default.aspx, Oklahoma Department of Human Services. Oregon State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-centers.aspx?location=, find your American Job Center. Oregon.gov/employ/pages/index.aspx, Oregon Employment Department. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/oregon.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. oregon.gov/osp/programs/pages/public-records-requests.aspx, criminal record. oregon.gov/audit/dmv/pages/index.aspx, driver's license. doj.state.or.us/child-support, division of child support, Oregon Department of Justice. OregonLawHelp.org, Oregon Legal Aid. 211info.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/178, benefits.gov. oregon.gov/dhs/assistance/food-benefits/pages/index.aspx, Oregon Department of Human Services. Pennsylvania State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $PA, find your American Job Center. pacareerlink.pa.gov/jp online/admin/common/search offices.aspx, Pennsylvania Gateway. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/pennsylvania.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Copy of your rap sheet, Bureau of Records and Information Services, 1800 L. Merton Avenue, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania 171107177-783-5588. dmv.pa.gov/pages/default.aspx, driver's license. dhs.pa.gov/services/children/pages/default.aspx, child support program, Bureau of Child Support Enforcement. palegalaid.net, Pennsylvania Legal Services. 211.org for local referrals and information. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/179, benefits.gov. dhs.pa.gov/citizens/supplemental NUTRITI on assistance program, Pennsylvania Department of Public Welfare. Rhode Island State Help websites. employri.org/vosnet/default.aspx, employri. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-centers.aspx, $RI, find your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/rhode_island.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. courtconnect.courts.state.ri/ck_public_main.cp_main_idx, criminal record. dmv.ri.gov/licenses, driver's license. ocss.ri.gov, Office of Child Support Services, Department of Human Services. rills.org, Rhode Island Legal Services, Inc. uwri.org/2-1-1-211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/180, benefits.gov. dhs.ri.gov/programs/snap-eligibility.php, Rhode Island Department of Human Services. South Carolina State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $SC, find your American Job Center. jobs.scworks.org/vosnet/default.aspx, scworks. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/south_carolina.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. sled.sc.gov, criminal record. scdmv.online.com/driver-services/drivers-license, driver's license. dss.sc.gov/child-support, integrated child support services, Department of Social Services. sclegal.org, South Carolina Legal Services. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/181, benefits.gov. dss.sc.gov/assistance-programs/SNAP, South Carolina Department of Social Services. South Dakota State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-center/SD, Find Your American Job Center. DLR.sd.gov, South Dakota Department of Labor and Regulation. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/south_dakota.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. atg.sd.gov/our office/departments/dci/home.aspx, criminal record. dps.sd.gov, driver's license. dss.sd.gov/child support, Division of Child Support, Department of Social Services. helplinecenter.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/182, benefits.gov. dss.sd.gov/economic-assistance/SNAP, South Dakota Department of Social Services. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/explore careers/know-your-skills/know-your-skills.aspx. Tennessee State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $TN, Find Your American Job Center. jobs4tn.gov/vosnet/default.aspx, jobs4tn online. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/tennessee.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. tn.gov/tbi/division/cjis-division/background-checks.html, criminal record. apps.tn.gov/tndlr, driver's license. tn.gov/human-services/for-families/child-support-services.html, child support division, Department of Human Services. las.org, Legal Aid Society of Tennessee. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/183, benefits.gov. tn.gov/human-services/for-families/supplemental-nutrition-assistance-program-snap.html, Tennessee Department of Human Services. Texas State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, location $TX, Find Your American Job Center. workintexas.jobs, Work in Texas. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/texas.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dps.texas.gov, criminal record. dps.texas.gov/driver license/index.htm, driver's license. texasattorney-general.gov/cs/welcome-to-the-child-support-division, child support division, Office of the Attorney General. tlsc.org/about, Texas Legal Services. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/state/184, benefits.gov. yourtexasbenefits.hhsc.texas.gov/programs/snap, Texas Health and Human Services Commission. Chapter 4. Assistance Resources by State. 4. Utah State Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, location $UT, Find Your American Job Center. jobs.utah.gov, Utah Department of Workforce Services. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/utah.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. bci.utah.gov/criminal-records, criminal record. secure.utah.gov/dlr/index.html, driver's license. hs.utah.gov, Child Support Services, Department of Human Services. lsc.gov, Utah Legal Services. hud.gov/program_offices/public_housing/pha/contacts/ut, public housing agencies. uw.org/211/about-us, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/185, benefits.gov. jobs.utah.gov/customer-services/food stamps/index.html, Department of Workforce Services. Vermont State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.asp?location=VT, find your American Job Center. VermontJobLink.com, Vermont Job Link. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/vermont.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dps.vermont.gov, criminal record. dmv.vermont.gov/licenses, driver's license. dcf.vermont.gov/ocs, Office of Child Support, Department of Children and Families. vtlegalaid.org, Vermont Legal Aid. vermont211.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/186, benefits.gov. dcf.vermont.gov/benefits/3squares-VT, Vermont Department for Children and Families. Virginia State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.asp?location=VA, find your American Job Center. vec.virginia.gov/find-a-job, Virginia Employment Commission. Virginia's automated labor exchange can help you find the job that's right for you. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/virginia.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. vsp.virginia.gov, criminal record. dmv.virginia.gov, driver's license. dss.virginia.gov/family/dcse/index.cgi, Division of Child Support Enforcement, Department of Social Services. vplc.org, Virginia Poverty Law Center. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/187, benefits.gov. 211.getcare.com/consumer/index.php, Virginia 211.org. dss.virginia.gov/benefits/snap.cgi, Virginia Department of Social Services. Washington State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-centers.asp?location=WA, find your American Job Center. Seeker.worksourceava.com, Washington WorkSource. Welcome to WorkSource Washington. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/washington.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. wsp.wa.gov/crime/criminal-history, criminal record. dol.wa.gov/driver's license/renewal updates.html, driver's license. dshs.wa.gov/esa/division-child-support, Division of Child Support, Department of Social and Health Services. nwjustice.org, Northwest Justice Program. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/188, benefits.gov. dshs.wa.gov/esa/community-services-offices/basic-food, Washington Social and Health Services. West Virginia State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.asp?location=WV, find your American Job Center. workforcewv.org/job-seekers, Workforce West Virginia. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/west_virginia.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. wvsb.gov/pages/default.aspx, criminal record. transportation.wv.gov/dmv/drivers/pages/drivers-licenses.aspx, driver's license. wvdhr.org/bcse, Bureau for Child Support Enforcement, Department of Health and Human Resources. wvlegalservices.org, WV Legal Services. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/190, benefits.gov. wvdhr.org/bcf/family_assistance/fs.asp, West Virginia Department of Health and Human Services. Wisconsin State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, find your American Job Center. jobcenterofwisconsin.com, Wisconsin Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/wisconsin.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. Copy of your rap sheet, write or call, State of Wisconsin Department of Justice Crime Information Bureau. Attention, Record Check Unit epub 2688, Madison, Wisconsin 53701608266, 5764. wisconsin.gov/pages/online-srvcs/external/dmv.aspx, driver's license. legalaction.org, Legal Action of Wisconsin. dcf.wisconsin.gov/cc Regulation, Wisconsin Department of Children and Families. impactinc.org, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/191, benefits.gov. dhs.wisconsin.gov/foodshares/index.htm, Wisconsin Food Share. Wyoming State Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $.location=wy, find your American Job Center. wyomingatwork.com/vosnet/default.aspx, Wyoming at work. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/wyoming.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. wyomingdci.wyo.gov, criminal record. dot.state.wy.us/drivers or vices, driver's license. childsupport.wyo.gov, Department of Family Services, Child Support Enforcement. lawwyoming.org, Legal Aid of Wyoming. hud.gov/program_offices/public_indian_housing/pha/contacts/wy, public housing agencies. 211wyoming.communityos.org/cms, 211.org. benefits.gov/benefits/browse-by-state/192, benefits.gov. dfs.wyo.gov/assistance-programs/food-assistance, Wyoming Department of Family Services. Guam Help websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkits/find-american-job-centers.aspx, $location=gu, find your American Job Center. dol.guam.gov, Guam Department of Labor. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/guam.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. doc.guam.gov, criminal record. guamtax.com/about/mvd.html, driver's license. benefits.gov/benefits/benefit-details/632, benefits.gov. benefits.checkup.org/fact-sheet/gu_snap_program, Guam Department of Public Health and Social Services. Puerto Rico State Help Websites. trabajo.pr.gov/decargas.asp, Departamento del Trabajo. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-job-center, Find Your American Job Center. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/puerto_rico.htm, birth, marriage, and divorce records. dtop.pr.gov, driver's license. probono.net/r-work, Puerto Rico legal services. fondosunidos.org/español/servicios/211.asp, 211.org. La Mi al 2-1-1 Ovazit. 211.org. Servicios.adzef.gobierno.pr, Puerto Rico SNAP. U.S. Virgin Islands Help Websites. Careeronestop.org/ex-offenders/toolkit/find-american-jobs-location =6, Find Your American Job Center. vitalviews.org/vosnet/default.aspx, Virgin Islands Department of Labor. vipd.gov.vi/home.aspx, criminal record. cdc.gov/nchs/w2w/virgin_islands.htm, USVI Department of Human Services. dhs.gov.vi/financial_programs/food_stamp.html, USVI Department of Human Services.